We're starting out today in Bulow Creek State Park, and we're gonna look at an old tree that even has a name. Fairchild Oak. This live oak has withstood hurricane winds, fires, droughts, wars, and follies of mankind for centuries. Please help us to protect this magnificent tree by not climbing on its ancient limbs. Thank you. And there it is. Fairchild Oak. Ancient oak tree, live oak tree with a name. And it's a really neat one. I mean, look at the way the branch comes out over here and over to the right. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like this. And it's got a monument here too. Let's see what this monument says. Well, it's a little hard to read, but it says the tree was dedicated to a David Fairchild who introduced the soybean to the United States. So what it looks like here, and the reason the branch is running on the ground, is that it at some point was disconnected from the tree. You know, perhaps from up there. But they've got it preserved and people can sit on it and have fun. It goes all along to this part. Well, they give you quite a few things when you come here in your brochure. We got the main trail here with the yellow markings, and I guess that's what we'll do. And we got the pocket guide to Florida animal tracks that Mom's taking a look at here. And a guide to Florida snakes. That'll come in handy. And I guess let's get started on the main trail.
They'll ship me out on a boat off the coast, on a bus to Mexico, sticking umbrella in my glass.
And here's the trailhead here for the Fairchild Oak Hiking Trail. 3 miles to intersection with the Bulow Woods Trail. This trail leads you through Coastal Hammock, Salt Marsh, and Pine Plantation. 6 miles to parking at Bulow Plantation State Historic Site. Alright, so we'll do a little bit of it and maybe check out Bulow Creek if we can get close to it, and maybe the pond. Let's go. Well, we're less than a minute into our walk, and look what we've got already. We've already spotted a great lizard here. A nice brown anole lizard with a nice pattern on its back there. And I hear them slithering all about around my feet. There's a lot of lizards here. My kind of park. The trail has a lot of coverage, a lot of shade from the sun, so that's nice too, because, you know, Florida can get pretty hot. And it's nice to have some canopy when you're walking, especially on a long trail like this. Supposedly this is one of the most preserved Florida live oak strands. There's another one, another nice old one. Look at how it just goes in different directions. In addition to the live oaks, we got some cactus growing here too, in one of the less shaded areas beside the trail. So it's primarily a walking trail, but it is smooth enough to ride a bike on. The Fitbit says we've gone about 3/4 of a mile now, so the trail should be turning real soon. Turning towards Bulow Creek. I think first we're going to pass Cedar Creek. Here we go, making our turn towards the creek. And this sure is a really nice looking trail. And now we've got some swamp on both sides of the trail here. Swamp to the left of me. Swamp to the right. It's getting even better over here as the swamp is taking a turn for the green. Look at that nice green swamp. Some parts of the path get a little muddy here, and they've put out some palm limbs here to make it easier to cross without getting all yucky. Yeah, fronds. Still swamp on both sides. Insect life is picking up a bit, but not mosquitoes. Mostly flies and little gnats. Also some obstacles here and there along the path. You'd probably want to carry your bike over this. Okay, this is my favorite part of the trail so far. Usually trails like this usually have a boardwalk or they're a little more elevated, but we're right at the ground here, right at ground level. Ground level in this green swamp. Like green carpet. Both sides of the trail here. How quickly the ecosystem changes. And how quickly the smell of the trail changes too, from the smell of mold to the smell of pine sap everywhere. And we continue to follow the yellow markings along this trail. There really haven't been any choices to make yet though, but I think there is an intersection coming up soon. And among the pines, you still have these giant oak trees. Old growth, live oak. And Mom filming the pine cones. Lots of pine cones along the trail here. So this is a one way in, one way out sort of trail. So we're gonna have to come back the same way we came. I believe the crossing of Cedar Creek is about 1.5 miles total in. And then maybe a 1/4 mile further to the crabbing hole at Bulow Creek. So it's not a loop this time. But you know, everything looks different on the way back too, so. Trail itself is getting narrower here. Heard a little activity in the water. Probably fish. Here we got some butterfly action. A lot of these white butterflies are around here as we approach a clearing. Clearing on both sides. Let's get some other insects too. Dragonfly-like insects. And I'm thinking this is Cedar Creek we're crossing here. I think we walked about 1.5 miles. And here is the official bridge over Cedar Creek, which is attraction 2 in this state park. Attraction 1 was the Fairchild Oak. Attraction 2 is the bridge over Cedar Creek. Cedar Creek. So we've come to our first decision, and to the left continues the main trail, but we're going to keep going straight because I heard that's where the crabbing hole is, and that's the easiest access to Bulow Creek. And this offshoot we took here is a loop, but we're not going to make the whole loop because it's about 2 miles total just to get to Bulow Creek. But this is some of the nicest part of the trail too. Look at these live oaks with all the Spanish moss. And here we are, approaching the crab hole. No motorized vehicles. We ain't got no motorized vehicles. Well, there's no real clearing where you could see the creek here. So I've taken it upon myself to do a little bit of backwoodsing off the beaten trail. And this is the best I could do from here. This is, I guess, the crab hole at Bulow Creek. You've seen it here first. Where'd Mom go? I think she left me at Bulow Creek. Oh, there she is. Well, there's a nice lizard here on one of the saw palmettos, posing for me. Its tail all curled up there. Okay, I'm giving it one more shot. I'm going to try to find Bulow Creek here. Here we go. Bulow Creek. This little offshoot path here. Didn't even have to go through any backwoods. Look at that. And it only gets better ahead. To the right's nice too. This is what we're here to see. Bulow Creek. Our third and final attraction in this park for today. And I guess this is as good a place as any in this video to get my selfie for the thumbnail here, my Bulow Creek selfie. So many lizards here. I don't see any crabbing activity going down, but as Weezer would say, crab if you wanna. Well, the Fitbit says we've done 3.6 miles. I'd say we're about a half a mile from the car still. So this is a nice long one to start the day. Starting the day with a whole lot of nature. 4.2 miles. And I could see Fairchild Oak in the distance over there. Almost back of the car. Gonna be a grand total of 4.25 miles we did in this park today. Good workout. Well, I'm tentatively titling this video around Ormond Beach because that's where most of these destinations we're visiting are today. And this is destination 2 of 6, and it is the Porcupine Pub. And after walking 4.25 miles, we are hungry. Pork life. I can't stand pickles, but the artwork is fun. And there's Porcupine, he's got some bacon on his burger there. This place looks like fun. That's Mom's, the pig out sub. And I got the Bam Bam tacos. Taco Tuesday. The unboxing. Oh, that looks great. Well, that was delicious. They don't have the tacos every day. That was their special for Tuesday. I don't know if it's every Tuesday, but they were really good. And the key was that the house pico made them so juicy. They gave some lime with it too to put on it. Really good tacos. The pulled pork was great, and which is their specialty here, so to be expected. Now to our third of 6 destinations in Ormond Beach today, and that will be the Nocoroco Historic Site within Tomoka State Park. Well, the Tomoka Outpost, which is like their souvenir gift shop, is closed today, but even from outside, there's a really nice view of the Intercoastal Waterway here. And they've got some picnic benches outside, camp store, rentals, boat tours, snacks and beverages. I think this park is very campground oriented. Well, we found the Nocoroco historic marker here. On this site was the Tomoka Indian village of Nocoroco. It was mentioned in the report of Alvaro Mexia's expedition down the Florida East Coast in 1605. It was the first Indian village south of St. Augustine noted by Mexia. The site was used during the British occupation of Florida, 1763 to 83, and probably remained under the cultivation until the Seminole Wars. Now that's the historical marker, but allegedly there's a monument here too, a very monumental monument, so I've heard. And I see the base of a monument. There he is, Chief Tomoki, slain in defense of the Golden Cup. Let's get a closer look here. There he is, Chief Tomoki, atop an enormous monument here at Tomoka State Park. Artwork is really nice here on this. Over that side too. And here's a zoom in on the chief himself. A little more information about the Tomoka here, the the tribe of Indians that lived here. I may be butchering the name. The Tomoka were a Native American nation that lived in the northeastern and central Florida. Nocoroco here on the Tomoka Point was the first Tomokan village encountered by the Spanish explorers as they traveled south from St. Augustine. Tomokan villages were ruled by a chief. Social position in a clan was passed through the mother's brother. And the lizard is enjoying the monument here as well. Well, we're 3 for 3 today. Destination 4. Let's go record shopping. Well, right next to WHOG, we've got Atlantic Sounds going down. Looking good so far. A mural of a record store, that's great. There we go, here's the store itself. We got Sgt. Pepper there, some Bowie. Shall we go in? So far, I think I'm getting Dead Kennedys, Blondie, and Great White. And I also ended up getting some Alan Parsons on 45 and Point of No Return by New Shoes for my next dance party 2021. So the record store was actually in Daytona, but we looped down there, go over the causeway, and head over to beachside Ormond Beach. And of course also because I wanted to stop at the record store. But now we are going to take a look at a little bit of the beach itself at Ormond Beach. So Ormond Beach, unlike some of the others that we've been to recently, is really developed. Housing and hotels. But a nice beach nonetheless. The water is so blue today. I didn't bring my swimmies though, so let's make it on over to our final destination for the day. Our last destination is the Stonewood. All right, this poke bowl looks great. Look at the presentation here with the radishes sliced thinly like that. Also got some soy sauce and wasabi. I feel funny eating sashimi with a fork, but delicious. Very good. So for those of you who never heard of Crab by Weezer, which I briefly mentioned over by the crab hole at Bulow Creek earlier in the video, goes something like this. Crab, if you wanna, she won't be going down, 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 down. Crab, if you wanna, she won't be coming down. She's been feeling lonely, and I said that's okay. She won't be coming back around here, no way. Crab, if you wanna, she won't be coming down. See you next week. Good night. I take day trips just about every weekend. I'm based out of Central Florida, so most of my videos will be set in that part of the world. If you're interested in things to do in Florida, or if you just want to come along for the ride, you can hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or any suggestions for future trips, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching.